Exclusive Kodansha USA licenses The Yakuza's Bias, Lovely Muco, Iruma-kun more titles, Sarah of the End, Goran Ishinose Catastrophe at 16, Prophecy, I, Cross-dress for the RL Meetup, Sugumi Project also licensed. Kodansha USA Publishing announced during its panel at Anime Expo on Friday that he has licensed The Yakuza's Bias, Lovely Muco, Sarah of the End, Goran Ishinose Catastrophe at 16, Prophecy, I, Cross-dress for the RL Meetup, Sugimi Project, and Welcome to Demon School Iruma-kun manga. Kodansha USA Publishing also licensed the Saving 80,000 Gold in Another World for My Retirement Life novel, previously licensed by Soul Press. The company also licensed Honojiro Towuji's illustrated version called Kyoka Izumi's classic The Surgery Room novel. Kodansha, the company will also begin releasing Rankosi's Metaka Kuroiwa is impervious to my charms, Janomi's Twilight Out of Focus, Megumi Orino's acquisition called Love, Hiro Akikaze's The Great Cleric, Sai Sumimori's I Am Actually the Strongest, and Masamichi Sato's Quality Assurance in Another World manga in print. The company was already previously releasing these manga digitally. All the above releases are planned to debut in next spring. Kodansha USA Publishing describes Teki Yatsuda's The Yakuza's Bias. A Yakuza enforcer becomes the gang whose world's biggest K-pop stan, and this cool comedy manga that went from webcomic to sleeper hit in Japan. Kodansha USA Publishing describes Takayuki Mitsushina's Lovely Muco. Lovely Muco is a story that depicts the lovely everyday life of Komatsu-san, a glassmate and his pet dog, Muco. Muco's wish is that Komatsu-san could become a Shiba breed dog. Kodansha USA Publishing describes Yo Asami, Sarah of the End, Goro Ishinose Catastrophe at 16. A short while being the apocalypse, 15-year-old Goro Ishinose enrolls at Daiichi Shibuya High, a magical training school, witnesses trials as they must hide his true strength even as he is trampled on at a school for the insufferably privileged. Previously released light novels, now in manga format. Kodansha USA Publishing describes Funa saving 80,000 gold in Another World for my retirement. One day, Mitsuha falls off the cliff and is transported to a medieval Europe type world. After a near-death encounter with a pack of wolves, she then realizes that she is able to transport between two worlds, this one her own. Taking advantage of his ability, Mitsuha decides to live on both worlds and calculates that she needs 80,000 gold coins to be able to retire. Mitsuha now has to come up with different ways to collect her gold coins. Kodansha USA Publishing will release Tetsuya Sotsue's Prophecy manga in a new omnibus edition. The company describes the manga, a newspaper mass vigilante who broadcasts his acts of vengeance before committing them, a newly formed police division tackling the new frontier of internet-based crime. As the sun rises on the era of information, can a group of people who found themselves at the bottom of the food chain rattle society during the web and avenge of fallen friend. Kodansha USA Publishing describes Korano's I Cross-dress for the RL Meetup manga. Coco has made 3 best friends in her online game, and she's excited to meet them in real life at the dessert cafe for the first time. The only problem, she's actually a man who's being lying to them. What begins as a tense manga about online life quickly turns into a light-hearted comedy about friendship, gender, and forgiving yourself and others. Kodansha USA Publishing describes Ipatu's Sugumi Project. In the far future, a soldier named Leon is taken from his family on the trample-up charge and dropped into a suicide mission. Recover a dangerous weapon from a deadly place, a place ruled by huge, hereditary mutated monsters, a place once known 200 years ago as Japan. He and his teammates are expected to survive this place. One of the scant pieces of information they have is the weapon's name, Sugumi. Kodansha USA Publishing describes Kyoka Izumi's The Surgery Room classic novel. But you could have known, a mysterious encounter in the surgery room leads back down the paths of memory. After a young man refuses anesthetics to protect her secret, Kyoka Izumi's 1895 classic is a mysterious, wrenching tale of doom love. Kodansha USA Publishing describes Osamu Nishi's Welcome to Demon School Iruma-kun. Iruma Suzuki has always been eager to please, even at the cost of his well-being. Worse yet, he's a son of 2 selfish parents who end up selling him to a demon. Thanks to her totally irresponsible actions, Iruma has found himself living in the netherworld, where he must live and attend school as a grandson of an older demon. Luckily, his new, doting grandfather is here to help, there to help. But Iruma will have to figure out how to blend in with his demonic classmates or risk getting eaten. All he needs to do is subjugate rival classmates, summon familiars, and to do other typical demon things while never revealing that he's human. Piece of cake, right?